Okay, now it's recording.
Hello and welcome to the Left Nut Daily Podcast. This is one of the first rollings of it. This is a preliminary thing. Um, Now I use tobacco sometimes, but I really like healthy food. I don't like tobacco that much, but this is probably a lame take, but we're gonna try it anyways.
Mhm.
What can I do if I want to eat healthy and affordable? I'm with um, a huge Bernie Sanders supporter, Rachel San Diego from the hippie commune of the West.
Yeah, something like that. I'm trying
Yeah.
to start my own.
Yeah, speak up so the camera can hear you. They love your voice.
Okay.
You have a very
Got it.
charming voice. So, what kind of artichokes go good with rice?
Artichokes are expensive and they're hard to grow.
So, you don't recommend artichokes as a staple to your diet?
If you get them canned or bottled is the best way to do it, but then even those are expensive. I think you were talking about how expensive it is normally to eat healthy.
It is, yeah. I get like the juices and
Mhm.
stuff that's pre-made. They're like $4 a piece.
Yeah.
Get all this expensive protein at GNC. They tell me, oh, this is good for you. It's going to
Yeah.
save your life and
Yeah.
that. But I wonder sometimes if I'm just getting a glorious sales pitch.
Okay. Well, there's truth to that too, yes, and there's also unexplored other options. Let's just say, rule of thumb, the more stuff you can make at home, the better off you are. Health wise, the better protected you are against preservatives and things that they use to preserve shelf life of things in stores. The more of your own pancake mix you can make yourself, the more of your own rice that you can cook yourself, the more of anything you can make yourself, as well as growing your own food, even if it's just like a simple herb garden.
Now, what do they do in the communes to eat?
Um, Everybody pitches in and gets donations. A lot of food
Do
banks.
most of them, so they get food banks?
Food bank donations.
I would imagine most people in communes, correct me if I'm wrong, but are on some sort of food stamps or government.
Not all of them.
Not all of them.
No.
But when they get it, do they usually like spend their whole monthly
unless they
allowance
can stay
on stuff for the commune?
Unless they can stay on the grid in order to keep qualifying for those benefits, most people have just chosen to live without them. That's
really?
Actually a
So you can get cut off.
It's a really. Oh yeah.
Eventually, I thought they just were perpetual.
No.
Vote Democrat.
Yes.
It's like Santa Claus.
Well, I like the balancing effect that they're doing by helping to say, hey, if you want to keep pulling from this community pool that we have all helped create, then you have to help contribute to it as well. And after a few months in Tennessee, if you're not working, they take those as countable months, and they take them away. And until you show proof that you're working at least 20 hours a week, you don't continue to receive your countable months.
Countable months. So you
Countable
got to work
months.
for some kind of recognized entity or corporation or
Now, yeah, well,
to
or you might be privately employed by somebody that you're a caregiver for. You just need them to write up a letter for you. Write a letter with a letterhead and their signature, and they'll accept that too. And they want a list of the hours. There's paperwork you have to go through. Now, if you've joined something like Standing Rock and Medicine Tribe, and you're going around the country, a lot of people have their own trade. A lot of people make jewelry. A lot of people work with their own two hands and do their own skill, their own crafts, their own artisans. Some people make clothing.
So they find
some people crochet scarves.
Where there's a demand for.
Yes, find a
and
demand.
And then they meet the demand. See, that's what capitalism is.
It is. It's very much a free market idea that's just kind of starting over with the chaos that we have left.
And obviously the liberal elite and the not the 1%, but the 0.001% kind of they would have control over it. And
well, they want to,
they
but this kind of movement they can't have control over because it's not connected with any of their main banks. It's just a group of people coming together, making stuff and trading it, literally. And they find a way to get all the holes in their plan filled in by raising money, GoFundMe accounts. Do you have a cause that's worth donating to? I know a friend of mine who goes and she works and she cooks food. And that's what she does to make so much a day, and she'll save that up and then take off and keep traveling. And she was at Standing Rock. She got hit with water cannons. She had her booking officer slam his you know.
Was it really cold out there when she got hit with the water cannons?
Yeah, it was freezing point, and they put the water cannons.
I guess you know that's what you're getting into when
Exactly.
you go to protest.
That is
something
true.
like
That is something you sign up for. That is correct. And they knew this well ahead of time, but they still were going to voice it and get
What
the
is
word
life
out.
like a protest? What is life like as a protester?
As a protester?
Yeah.
You're always traveling and meeting new people. That's the funnest part.
When does George Soros pay you, weekly or bi-weekly?